shimmering light. Rest my head on my pillowcase again. Talk me through one more night. Pull my sheets over my head and plug me in. Go live, I'm telling myself it's just 5 more minutes. I'm feeling my eyes getting heavy again, but we won't sleep, no we won't sleep. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me waiting for you. I'm gravitating towards you. You can hit me up anytime you want. Cause every minute, every second with you is another minute, another night you get me through. I'll stay with you until the dawn. Go live, I'm telling myself it's just 5 more minutes. I'm feeling my eyes getting heavy again, but we won't sleep, no we won't sleep. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Say I'll stay awake and watch these restless nights turn into days. So say you'll stay up too. We know we're overdue for some shut-eye. Instead I surrender all my sleep to you. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. I'll stay up for you. Lost in shimmering light. Rest my head on my pillowcase again. Talk me through one more night. Pull my sheets over my head and plug me in. Go live, I'm telling myself it's just 5 more minutes. I'm feeling my eyes getting heavy again, but we won't sleep, no we won't sleep. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me waiting for you. I'm gravitating towards you. You can hit me up anytime you want. he won't sleep. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Say I'll stay awake and watch these restless nights turn into days. So say you'll stay up too. We know we're overdue for some shut-eye. Instead I surrender all my sleep to you. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. 'Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. I'll stay up for you.
And there goes the music, and when the music goes, the stream can begin. Give me one moment, Jewel is here. Let's move over. Let's get the music started. That music is loud. Wow, it is loud. Hello, Jewel. Jewel is here, everybody. She's here. And she is very happily laid down. Alright. I think if I adjust the music just a little bit more, there we go. I think we should be able to get started. This should be exciting. We should be able to actually build some rooftops today. We did build mini roofs yesterday, so this should be fun. Let's move on over. There we go. Alright. I did happen to log in a few minutes early. I got a really cool screenshot of the tree and the storage building all together. It looked really cool. If we get more of it done, I'll have to show it to you guys. I can't wait to see it done. But until then, I think we should get started. Hello everybody. I am into the mailbox, and this is connection point number 155, which is crazy. There's so many of them. I say that like every single time, but that's just way too many of them. How am I still going? I don't know at all. But we are going to actually put some roof on this, maybe even some floor. We're going to try and make this look more like a completed building and not just walls on a grass plains. That's our goal today. And to start off, we need glass. We desperately need glass. Which means we're going to be smelting up a lot of this. I think 8 stacks should get us started. And we don't have to worry about coal at all, because that's my coal supply. If there's anything I don't need, it's coal. I may have gotten a lot of coal when I was back when I did a lot of my earlier mining sessions, as well as digging out the trading hall itself. I got so much coal and iron from that, which is why I'm so well off. I just haven't used it yet. So let's grab some of this. Jules' foot is on the keyboard, so may not be able to get too far. But we can try our best. Okay. I think we'll also need some more furnaces, so let's go find cobblestone. which I think is over here. Here we go. Her foot is just resting on the space bar, so this is what we're doing now. It does mean I don't have to hold down space to go up waterfalls. Oh, I missed the thing. Oops. Alright, down we go. Let's... oh, actually I do need the crafting table. Is this it? Yes, okay. Navigating while you can't stop jumping is definitely an interesting experience. Hello, Jewel. You sleeping well? Let's get your foot off the spacebar. I know you want to put it on the keyboard, I know. I'll just hold her foot up for now. I'm holding her foot off the keyboard. If we do something like that... Yeah, that should work. I did not think this through. No, wait, yes I did. Stack for each. Here we go. And look at that. There we go. Now we'll have our glass cooking. Still holding your foot off the keypad, off the spacebar. Just make it a little hard to actually use the spacebar because my thumb's holding her foot up. But you know, we work around it. Now what to do about the floor and about the ceiling too. Where do we want to go with it? Because we finished the walls. Of course, we'll have to do more around each of the individual like areas and like splitting them up, that kind of thing. But until then, we have a pretty good layout of what the walls are going to look like. Now we just need a roof and a floor. So maybe we start with the floor. Once I sleep, of course. I may need to sleep first. Well, we probably don't want it to also be wood, because we could do wood, but it might blend in too much. So it really... Yeah, I feel like it would blend in way too much if we just used more wood. And we probably want the floor to look a little bit different. At least the walkway should be different. It also probably shouldn't be too different. Because we are going for this more... I don't know what kind of style this is. So I guess softer blocks, maybe? Blocks that blend well together. I don't know what kind of blocks those could be, though. Concrete could work. Like a concrete floor. We definitely have the materials to make concrete. Oh, hey, look. Game's live. Well, I know who we're rating tomorrow. Today. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, we almost have this like wood marble pattern going on, so What could we do? Neko, hi! I'll have to do that hydrate in a second. Jewel is currently laying on both of my hands. If you notice my movement is a little limited, that's why. Oh yeah, wait, the smooth stone blocks. I forgot about those. Yeah, we have smooth stone, smooth sandstone. Hello. You know what? You are also amazing, Neko. How's your day been today? Let's think. You know, honestly, I know it would look good with this flooring. Dang it, I know it would look good. Dark prismarine would look amazing. Yeah, exactly, Minecraft. But that poses a bit of a problem. I don't exactly have great ways of getting around. Yeah, now I'm sold on it. Dang it, now I'm sold on Dark Prismarine. I really want to... It would work so well, too. Dang it. This means I'm going to have to go out and get Dark Prismarine. This should be interesting. Okay, so... Dark... I haven't unlocked the recipe for it, which I guess makes sense, given that the only Prismarine I have is these two blocks, which I'm almost completely sure I got from doing, what was it, the underwater ruins, like the cold ocean ruins and the warm ones. Sometimes they have blocks. If you notice, I also have in my terracotta chest like 3 of these purple glazed terracotta. Yeah, that's where it came from. I'm pretty sure they came from underwater ruins, which is fine. And I've definitely seen a, you know what, let's get some boats out. I've definitely seen some, I know there's a guardian temple around here. I just don't think I've ever gone for it. And honestly, it probably would be a good idea to prep if I was going out to do that. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Sounds really cool. It does. Which is hard because Prismarine, unless you have a really good way of getting Prismarine's super hard. I would love to, maybe next year. I think I definitely want to add that as a project for next year, like when we do the next year board around, you know, New Year's Eve. I think I definitely want to do a guardian farm, because I've made one of those before and it was a lot of work to like clear all the water out, but it is still one of the coolest things I've ever made. It is so much fun to build. It takes forever to get all of the water out, but man, is it rewarding to just have this big spot open in the middle of the ocean and then just have guardians pouring in. It is one of my favorite things. So let's get some bottles, some of those, 3 of those, and real question. Do we have pufferfish? Because I don't actually know if we do. We might have to go fishing. I might need to actually fish up some pufferfish. Yeah, I don't think I have pufferfish. Nature blocks, dyes. Yeah, because all the raw stuff would be in here. It's not in there. I think I did at some point, but I don't know what I did with them. I should also clear my inventory. Wow. Yeah, let's do a little bit of clearing, and then we'll set off on our journey to. Oh yeah, wait, I have a lot of saplings. I should start using saplings from home now. Yeah, especially to get some of the wood types I don't have a lot of. Might actually be a good idea. The rain is nice. I do like the rain. Our wood supply is looking a lot healthier than it has in years, honestly. It's looking a lot nicer, and I'm really happy about that. Do a little swim. Let's take these up. Out of water. That's a good idea. Speaking of which, I should do my hydrate. Thank you. That water was good. All of our items. All right. And now we fish. Real question is, do we have a fishing rod? I do not know the answer, honestly. We do. And the best one is this mending one. The other ones are Unbreaking One and Curse of Vanishing, so we'll just take the mending fishing rod. Yep, I do not have one. Fishing time it is for us. Let's fish on the bridge. Let's take a moment and just sit back, relax, and fish on the bridge. Now, I haven't used this bridge much. I feel like we could definitely do more with it. Oops. And I believe fishing in rain is actually twice as fast or something like that, or like 20% more fast. I know the rates are increased in rain in some way. I just do not remember which way. No, not how I expected to spend today. But if it gets us Dark Prismarine, then I think we'll be good. And luckily we only need 2 pufferfish, so we'll be fine. She is also standing in front of my camera. Oh hey, there she is. Hey, it should be tracking my face again. Fishing stream, anyone? Let's eat some food. I have an idea. I'm not sure how it'll work, but we could just try having the rain come in with shaders. It could look cool. That is, if it lets me. It might not let me. Welcome back, Nico. We are fishing for pufferfish right now. Yeah, I thought the shaders might look cool because it's nighttime and there's rain going on right now. So I just thought it might look nice, if it lets me. Yeah, there we go. We might have to move our cursor just so we can see where the bobber is. I think I missed that. Very slow. I have also lost sight of the bobber. Oh. There we go. It wasn't actually thrown out. Don't know how that happened. Yeah, no wonder we weren't hearing anything. The bobber wasn't actually out. This may not be the greatest idea. I don't think the world can handle it, because I don't think I'm actually able to pull anything out. Yeah, no, I can't actually retract. I'm gonna turn the shaders off. They look very nice, but I don't actually think I can I can pull the bobber out of the water, which kind of defeats the purpose of fishing. If the bobber can't get out, well, then that's not great. Let's try that again. Yeah, especially during night. It was definitely harder to see it. Oop, there it comes. Yes! We got one pufferfish. Oh, Nightbot scared me. I was like, whoa, that's a long message. No, it was just Nightbot. Oh. I hit the scroll wheel. I mean, hey, we are getting some fish out of this. We can add this to our nature items. And any moment now. bow. Okay, that's not a bad bow. That will help a lot if I ever lose pride claws. Man, I haven't done regular Minecraft fishing in such a long time. Usually if I'm doing fishing, I'm setting myself up to like AFK overnight so I can just get a bunch of fish for like food. Because it's just an easy way to just get food. But the loot you can get from fishing is awesome. Man, okay, cool. There's our 2 fletcher fish. It's one of the easier ways because as long as you have like a fishing rod, like a good fishing rod with like lure. Yeah, I guess for like an AFK fish farm, all you need is like lure and unbreaking and mending. But you could also add luck of the sea on there. You just do that. Like max out your fishing rod, set yourself up overnight. Especially in an AFK world, it's a lot easier than like a multiplayer world, which might have a multiplayer world or realm, which might have a AFK time limit. You do it over like a few hours. Boom, you've got like 12 stacks of fish. You cook it up and you got food for a while, and it cost you like nothing. You did that in time you weren't even using for Minecraft. That's the great part. So we're definitely keeping that bow. We'll put the fishing rod there. I actually was a little surprised at how fast we got it. I thought that might take longer. We need redstone. There we go. And up we go. There we go. A mod pack, for some reason I didn't enjoy it. Which mod pack were you trying to play? Was it like a custom one, or was it like one you found and wanted to try out? All the mods 3 with Tardem as an extra. Ooh. What does Tardem stand for? Is fire bathing 3 minutes, or is it 6 minutes or 8 minutes? Oh, okay, that's right. It goes 3 to 8. Okay. I mean, with my chest plate, I can't imagine I need much else. You know, maybe I get my... This would actually be a good time to use my trident. Loyalty, channeling. Yeah, let's take our trident. It can't hurt. Let's put away the diamond sword for now. Don't really need that right now. Of Doctor Who TARDIS in Minecraft by some, I mean a magic command blocks concrete function, something like that. Oh, so it's like, it's the word, I thought it kind of sounded like the word TARDIS. I just didn't make the connection that the M was Minecraft. And now we set sail. Oh man. Yeah, that location, I believe, used to not connect up, but I connected them up and never fixed the water, which is why you see the water that way. You can actually get the boat stuck at like the bottom of the water, or the bottom of the ocean, or the river right there. It'll just fall along the bottom of the rocks and just stay there, which isn't great, but it can happen. I need to fix it at some point. Pack myself or something, or maybe I just prefer simple stuff. It would probably be better to find a pack like pre-built, or at least like do like a lot of research into compatibilities, because I know, or I've seen some of the work that people have to do to like make their own mod packs and make sure like the conflicts and the connections actually work. Items aren't like overwritten or like don't work, because conflicts can arise all the time in packs like those. I didn't bring any milk. That might be, you know, maybe we kill the Elder Guardian today. That would be an interesting thing to do on a roof building stream, but you know, why not? Alright, who's ready to I guess kill an Ender Guardian, or an Elder Guardian? Alright. Night vision also would have been nice, now that I think about it. I have Impaling 4. Okay. Let's actually break in before we do anything. Yep, before that comes here. Glad I did that before everything went down. Okay, so we're in. Now for the hard part, clearing it out. This might prove difficult. Oh, but it actually, but holy cow, can you kill him a lot faster with the trident? There we go. Alright. This is where we could get gold, but that might take a while. Oh, wait, this is actually the block we need too. How long will this take? Not a horrible amount. Yes, I should have brought milk buckets. I didn't think of that. But I want to pick up the recipe for it. Yes! Yeah, there we go. We've gotten the recipe. I believe, yep, there we go. I was like, I swear they've dropped crystals. There we go. That should get us all of the recipes. Sweet. Let's go find some Elder Guardians. That room does not help us very much. Yeah, there's a nice 8 gold blocks in there. All right, let's look through. Yeah, there's plenty of the stuff in the walls. We just need to make our way through. Oh, here you are. There we go. Look at that. Ooh, wait. Oh, that's right. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. They did that. We got the tide armor trim. I think that's like a 20% chance. It's not like super low, but I don't think you get it every time. I totally forgot that's how you get them. Okay. Well, that's one. Now, I believe this block is easier to mine than the other one. Yeah, it seems to be going a little bit faster. Sure. I think you I think you might mean armor trim. But thank you, I appreciate it. I totally forgot. And actually Tide is one of the ones that I use in my other world with my friends. So That's a huge find. Oh, this takes me to the outside. I see. Well, you know, entering from the outside may not be a bad idea. If we follow this through, we should be able to find where the other Elder Guardians are stored. And also, I wonder if this has any sponge rooms. Because this has been here for a long time, and I've never explored it. Obviously. It might not be a bad idea to go around and look and see if there are any sponge rooms. Alright, we need to kill 3 of these. Oh, wow, that was fairly easy. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Alright, now where's the 3rd one? Oh yeah, I know I can place a conduit. I don't think I have everything to make a conduit though. That's the problem. Oh, there you are. Come here. Oh, I can smack them. I don't know why I didn't think of that. And yes! Oh, that was cool. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, I loved that. Okay, this place should be clear. Now, all we need to do... I can just throw it at them. Well, this is how I get my food. Well, this is working quite well. Yeah, I should really get out and sponge room. But again, that doesn't really help us if we can't use it. We just need to remember the location here. So that's all the way up from this, then over and up into this room, through here. Not that way, so we have to go through the outside line. Tridents are so useful, holy cow. I kind of forgot that you could use them to help with under aquatic mobs, so that's awesome. I love this. So we just have to make our way around the outside. Sweet, we can do that. The water breathing is also super helpful. Alright, then we go through here, drop through here, go around, and make our way out. And just like that, we didn't even drown. In and out, killed all 3 of them in 8 minutes. Oh, I'm not wearing my... Oh, I can't fly if I don't have my elytra. I definitely need that. Alright. Alright, back over yonder. There we go, is chat connecting back? Alright, welcome back. The sherd is like the pottery pieces, and you get those from like the Trail Ruins, the Desert Temple, Desert Well, I believe the Ocean Ruins too. But actually, since I'm here, valuables. Yeah, I don't have one. However, you know, actually, now that you mention it, I do have a lot of old maps. Maps that I have never gone on. Like, that's 4. That one looks pretty far away. 3. Let's see. 3, 5, 8, 10. 3, 5, 8. 10. Also all old. Then 11, 0, and 1. 11, 0, 1. Those are the same map. Anyways. Let's see. I mean, this one should be pretty close. I'm surprised we never went and looked for it. It should be right over here. I know this island. Yeah, it should be right past the area, because there is an island right over here. Yep. Once it loads in, yep, here it is. Did we ever search for it? I know this island because it has a giant pit of lava on it. You know, I'm gonna actually fill out this map. You know, this map has been unfilled out for so long. I'm gonna do my due diligence in this world and actually fill it out. After finding a chest, I put it on top and place the map inside the chest. That'd be a good idea. It should be, yeah, it should be this island right here. We were right next to it too, holy cow. I believe most of them have. Okay, F3G. Oh, wow, okay. So let's get inside the chunk, and we should be looking for 9-9 in the chunk. The middle of it. Yep. So in the chunk, 9 here. It should be right here. Can't say I believe that, but you know, no harm in trying. I take it back. I take it back. Not what I was expecting. 117 terrain must have been just super weird, but okay. it didn't look like normal terrain where you'd find a buried chest. I mean, this is also like an ID 0. So let's just put it there. That's where it was, right at this spot. Is there anything we can mark it with? There we go. And now we can make a conduit. Because I have plenty of the... I have plenty of the other things. The Nautilus shells. I have lots of the Nautilus shells. I just didn't have a Heart of the Sea. But hey, now I do. And I believe I put them in nature things. Nature items. There we go. I've been saving them up for a while. Conduit. There you are. Boop. Actually, the emeralds are nice to have. Actually, you can put those like right there, maybe. Let's put away some stuff. Buried treasure map. This is like our first completed buried treasure map ever. Only fair we do it as the number 1, the actual 0 map. Tide armor trim. That's 3 of them. Prismarine. Put all of those in there. Actually, we'll need that. Man, 1.13 was such an amazing update. I mean, we got the Trident, we got all the Trident enchantments, like Loyalty and Channeling and Impaling and Riptide, which was incredible. Then we had the complete revamp of the oceans. We got to actually swim. Holy cow. I think I talked about this like early last year. I remember talking about this, but like it's so weird to imagine that for, you know, up until 1.12, you know, all the way to 1.12, we didn't swim. We just bobbed in water and we didn't do anything. And that blows my mind. That we just accepted that we couldn't just move through water. That was just how we did things. And then we got 1.13, and I can't go back. Like, Minecraft without swimming mechanics just feels incomplete. Which is a weird thing to say, but I don't know how to describe it any other way. It feels incomplete to not have a swimming mechanic. And now we won't get affected by we don't need any milk anymore. Because we took out all the dudes. If I can remember where it is. Oh, there's my boat. There it is. Yeah, no, I think a lot of people share that sentiment that like 1.13 was really the beginning of, you know, modern Minecraft. Oh my gosh, 1.14 was just huge in every single way. 1.14 followed by 1.15. 1.15 was a little bit smaller, but then 1.16, and then everything they promised in 1.17. Like that was ridiculous. It was crazy how much the period of 2018 to 2020 just like completely revolutionized what we knew as the game we called Minecraft. It was actually ridiculous. I'm gonna drink up the water breathing potion. Alright, time to pull out the trident. Oh. Nope, not like this, not like this, not like this. Gosh. Yeah, the fact that 1.13 also like revamped the entire texture thing, or like just all of the textures, still blows my. That's another one that like was like, whoa. Like 1.13 redid the oceans, added new enchantments, added the first new potion in like forever. It was massive, right? It also got a lot of people back into the game, and it kind of, and like you said, started the like modern Minecraft, what we would think of if somebody said like modern Minecraft era. But it's so weird because, you know, 1.13 also shared all of the same textures that all the previous updates did, and then 1.14 they were like, well, what if we just redid that like completely? It's hard to look back on before that, because I did play before that, but I like the new textures so much better. I believe we have to take these out. Yep. Conduit power has activated. I'm gonna use this to just mine all the corner blocks. I'll just take them out. Yeah, I think the unfortunate part is, even if the community isn't looking for like the best of the best, which, you know, a lot of them are, and you know, can't blame them, having, you know, revamping the oceans, followed by the villages, followed by the caves, followed by the entire overworld, followed by the nether, followed by, you know, new systems, and like the entire armor process and the armor tech tree. Like it was definitely, they spent a lot of these past updates revamping, redoing, renewing, and revolutionizing a lot of the old systems in the game, and a lot of the old areas in the game that a lot of people, you know, that needed improvement, that kind of hadn't changed for many years. So they did something about it. But in that, it also, you know, they made great updates off of it. But then because of that, then a lot of people, as it makes sense to do, kind of expected that level of quality for everything. Which again isn't like terrible, because it makes sense, right? You get used to these updates that are much bigger and wider scoped than previous updates have been. It wasn't like 1.10, which added, mansions and like magma blocks, or 1.4 was like what the horse updates. 1. I think 1.0 added the end, now that I think about it. But it was updates that, like, while there had been big updates before that, 1.13 on kind of, since they were redoing areas, they were able to take what was already there, expand it, add new blocks, new items, new things, and make it better. And people liked that. But then people expect that level of, or that kind of thing each time. So it makes it hard to do things. Especially when you promise something as big as the 1.17 cave update in its entirety, and then end up having to split it into like 4 or 5 major updates because like super overpromised. It's like, I can see what happened, and it's, if the pandemic hadn't come, who knows what would have happened. I think the update in its entire scope probably was still too big. It was a huge update either way. I mean, revamping all of the, all the world generation, as well as adding cave biomes, as well as everything to do with the deep dark, and then as we later found out, like the ancient cities and things. Like, whoa. Yeah, I not only think it was way too big of an update to be developed during the pandemic, but it was way too big of an update to be developed in one cycle at all. Like, it probably would have ended up a lot different if the pandemic hadn't hit, but I still think it would have been split in some way, because it was massive. It was giant. And to be fair, so was the 1.16 updates. Which is still impressive that they managed to do that. And also add like a new biome. The basalt deltas was added because people were like, huh. They didn't really specify that they were gonna add it. They just were like, hey, let's look into adding a new biome that we haven't talked about yet. And so the basalt deltas spawned, and that's like, whoa. It's over, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm glad that they split it. Super glad. Not only because the pandemic, still affects people's lives today. It is still very much a real thing. It has changed our world permanently. I don't think anybody's gonna argue that. It still is changing things. Okay, you are really annoying. Thank you. But like, yeah, I mean, you can tell that it was a little too much to chew off, even for regular updates. When, they only really finished, and I say, yeah, there's still technically like the bundle. So technically, not even all the features have been added, because like they still have to add the bundle into the game. But as of 1.20, they have added nearly everything they set off to put into the game from that original trailer. 1.20. So 1.17, they added, the geodes, the amethyst, copper. They added all of those in. They also added moss and deep slate. 1.18, they added the world generation. 1.19, and the music disc. Who can forget? 1.18 gave us Other Side, which was incredible. 1.19 gave us the Deep Dark, the Warden, the Ancient Cities, which were kind of a thing, but definitely weren't to that scope yet in development. Hey, another one. And then obviously 1.20 with Archaeology. So yeah, I mean, the fact that the update was split into 4 updates, even with a pandemic and like a major, virus, makes me think that I think the update would have been too big to do regularly, even if there wasn't a pandemic. I think they just actually, got really excited and made a great update plan, and then ended up, chewing off way too much. I think it would have been too much either way. But 1.21 is going to be interesting, not only because, there's like plenty of ideas that people have for what they want the update to be, but it's also the first update that no one, really knows. It is the first time in, 3 years that there's no part of the community saying like, oh yeah, we haven't gotten this from the Caves and Cliffs trailer, the 1.17 update. There's no longer any more of that because they've delivered all of that. So it really is, for the first time in 3 years, like a fully blank slate. Which is interesting to think about. That like, even when we knew nothing about the updates, there was still some part that was like, oh yeah, I hope they eventually do this. Because they showed it off in that trailer and, still haven't added it. Whereas now it's like, well, we've done that. We've added everything. Obviously the bundle, but the bundle is experimental too, so it's waiting. It's like right around the corner. Maybe, who knows? It's also like super small detail, so I'm not like, they've added it. It is in the game if you want it to be, so it is just as good as there. So they really have added everything from the update. Which, good on them. I think they've improved from their original vision a lot. And I think splitting up gave them the time to actually work on it and make it good, which I'm happy about. But man, rough. It is going to be interesting to see, like, will that happen again? I think if an update gets split in 2, it could work. I think if that happened again, it could work, but once it starts getting split into like 3 and 4 pieces, where like 1, 17, 18, 19, and 20 all have features from this one trailer, so it's not like and split the version. Yeah, no, if they had kept it all into 117, it would not have been finished. It would have lots of bugs. It would probably look a lot worse. So I'm glad that they did it. And also, that should be most of what we need. I mean, I think that's actually most of just the area's Dark Prismarine in general. Nope, I didn't ask you. Thank you. If I see you, I'm gonna smack you. Yeah, no, like, there was a very good reason for why they split the updates. I don't think anybody's arguing that. Or at least I hope nobody's arguing that. I mean, pandemic had just started. By the time they announced 117, we were, like 5 or 6 months into the pandemic at that point. It started around, or the lockdowns started shutting down in what, March? I know it started shutting down in March. I think it may have been April for me. But March, April was when it really started kicking in. So, you know, yeah, no, actually October would have been 6 months. So yeah, about 6, you know, 5 to, you know, about half a year later, 6 months in, we got the 117 trailer. And yeah, I can definitely say that it was a little too much, especially for that. I mean, 2020 was, I had a good, I say good year. It was a year I'll never forget. It gave me a lot of good things to remember, but it was a rough year. It was a rough year. Holy cow, it was a rough year. I'm stealing all your dark prismery. You fools. You've been jebaited. Okay. So yeah, I have, like, to promise everything that they did inside of one of the worst periods of, like, history, especially recent history. I don't, like, at that point, I don't actually think vaccines were finished yet. I don't think those got finished until, like, December or... Oh, hey, there's a map. Number 38. It's the same one. I'm putting this back. I don't need it. I will take the feathers, though. Thank you. Are there any other treasures on this ship? Let us look around. It is a very small ship, so I would not be surprised if that's the only one. But yeah, no, I think they had, you know, really, really good reason to not pursue it. Pursue going that far with it. Because, you know, why would they? You're in the middle of an extremely, you know, tight lockdown. You know, the world is shut down. A pandemic's going on, and it's like, I prefer well done updates. I prefer well done updates and updates a lot of stuff with bad performance and stuff that, or stuff that doesn't make sense, or it's nothing but a copy of something already in the game, like Copper Tools, People Trust. Yeah, things like that. It's like, eh. Unless Copper added something unique, like unless there was like, I don't know, maybe Copper Tools like did a special thing, then you could make a point for it. But it's kind of hard to make that point. Yeah, I remember obviously it was only 3 years ago, but that's a long time. I remember, you know, as they announced, like, hey, we have to split the update in 2. And then it was going to be 117 and 118, so they had to move things back. And it also makes a lot of sense that they would, you know, take the next few updates to, like, do what they promised and then, like, add things, like, you know, everything with the swamps was added in the 1.19 update. I still think frog lights were amazing. That was not a thing anybody saw coming, but holy cow, do I love them. They turned out so great. I love frog lights. Getting them is a little difficult, but that's because I'm not, like, super awesomely inclined to, like, go out and make a farm for them. Why they did split it. Yeah, it was... Minecraft is just not it has just been rough over the last few years, basically. And like, it's very easy to see both sides of it too. Like, being somebody who enjoys Minecraft and then hearing that like this big update that they planned, especially in the middle of a pandemic, when you're like, hey, I have this to look forward to. They split it. Dang it, that sucks, but that's okay, right? We're still getting everything from the trailer. But then they don't. Then archaeology gets like postponed indefinitely. The deep dark just kind of doesn't exist. You know, the world to narration is being pushed back. So in 1.17 you're getting all the cool blocks and everybody's excited for it, but you're not getting like a lot of the things that they said that you were getting. And then 1.18 it comes and there's no new blocks. It's just the world generation, which the world generation is amazing. I loved 1.18. But I can also see why it would be super difficult. So then 1.19 comes around and you're like, yeah, let's see what they have for us now. And it's the deep, and it's like the deep dark. Okay, cool, they promised that. Like, little weird that they're doing it now, but okay, sure, they're doing it, you know, finally. You know, why didn't we have it earlier? But that's fine, we can do that. But then you have everything with like the chat reporting system and, you know, fireflies being not officially banned, but making it sound like fireflies were taken out because somebody was just like, I don't feel like it, or like, oh no, they're poisonous, which wasn't the actual reason, but it was the only reason they gave for it. So then everybody was like, that's stupid, why would you say that? So then 1.19 is not released great, and then it's like 1.20. Okay, what are they gonna do this time? They're not announcing the name? Weird choice, but sure. Oh, okay. They're adding camels and the signs. They're adding, you know, chiseled bookshelves. They can hold bookshelves. And they're adding the bamboo wood sets. And that is all they told us. And they said, like, that's just it. That's what you get. You know, we don't have a name, or at least they're not going to tell you the name. They're not going to tell you, or they didn't announce features that they hadn't finished. So there was always the promise of more. And I think a lot of people liked that. I did. I think it was super fun to like hear about armor trims and hear about archaeology and hear about the cherry wood set. I think that was fun. I think that's a good thing that they should continue to do it. Yeah, no, yeah, that's pretty much the reason why. The game just, they didn't have a great way. Essentially what happened was they didn't have a great way of implementing it. They didn't think it would have too much of like a use or a purpose and wouldn't be like greatly optimized. So they ultimately decided not to do it. It just sucks that the way that they told it to everybody was frogs. That like, we decided not to add them because frogs are, you know, fireflies are poisonous to frogs, and you know, concept art isn't the final product, which just like is mean. And I don't think they meant it that way, but it came off as like, you know, why are you excited for the things we're showing you? And of course that made people mad because like, yeah, of course it would. Yeah, communication definitely needed to be better. Because like the reason was right there. Like it wasn't like the reason everybody was looking for. But if they had just said like, yeah, we're not sure how much adding the fireflies would add to the game right now, you know, we're gonna hold it off for now, then that's fine. Then I think like people would be mad, but nobody would mind because at least it makes a lot of sense. But because they said it like that, mixed in with all the stuff about chat reporting and people being worried about that stuff, it's just not a great time. Yeah, 1.19 was just rough. It was just rough for the community in every way. It was not fun to be there during that time. I remember being a little worried when chat reporting came in. Like, I'm glad we have it. It's definitely nice to like have features if something comes up and I need it. I haven't had to use it yet. But it's nice to have it, especially now that I know, like, now that we've gotten through the stage of everybody being super scared of it. Now I know it's not like bad. I can rest a little easier, but it was really hard to like focus on the positives when, you know, they didn't announce that they were doing it. They kind of just added it when nobody was looking. And then, yeah, it was not a fun time. Yeah, no, I have, like, and also, like, Microsoft, like, the decision makes sense. It's probably not one that they, like, thought about adding. It was definitely something, it definitely seems like something that was like, hey, we should add this, because, we need it. Which is fine. And you can also see it as like, yeah, maybe they just didn't say anything because they didn't want to like scare people. But then by not saying anything, they scared people. So, you know, interesting turn of events, basically. Oh no, my anvil. Yeah, I have nothing against it now. You know, it's just more ways to like block something if it happens. Like when they added in what 1.20.2 the ability to like report skins, I didn't bat two eyes at it because, you know, why would I? That's just like extra features for the chat reporting system, and if they're adamant that like it's going to be from actual people and they're going to be watching it, then I have no reason to doubt them. Plus, they actually communicated that they were adding it. So, you know, another win. But it's not hard to see why everybody was scared, because I lived it. But I mean, yes, like, you're not wrong, but it's also not hard to see like how it happened, because I mean, think about it. Minecraft, this big game that a lot of people like, they start doing like they start doing snapshots for 1.19.1, and all of a sudden in one of the snapshots, in something they never talked about, they never mentioned, boom, a chat reporting system. And, you know, it was things like, this is going to work for all older versions, and if you get like banned, you know, people can report you for things that you can say. And especially in the earlier versions, it was very easy to fake messages. And so all of a sudden it's like, okay, not only did they not talk about it, but now anybody can ban you and get you banned permanently off of Minecraft, and like now you can't play anything with anything. Of course people are gonna have a problem with it, like, because everybody was like, yeah, we know the internet. There are so many people that would do that kind of thing. You know, how can we trust that this system will be safe? Nobody trusted it at all. Because we all just collectively went, yeah, this is gonna get abused till like the kingdom come. And so everybody was scared of it. Yeah, being able to report skins is going to be so nice if it ever comes up. I'm so happy that they did that. I really appreciate that. But I you know, that was only last year. I still remember very vividly, you know, how it happened, why everybody was scared. Like, I lived it. I was there. So I don't blame anybody. I definitely think to like after a certain point it was definitely a little too much. Like there are still some people who say it now, and they're very few and far between from what I've been able to tell. Maybe I'm just not on the right side of the internet to see it, but they definitely made some improvements to it, and you know, I have no qualms about it now. But yeah, poor information management and a lot of factors. Minecraft is definitely an interesting game, and watching it grow and evolve has been interesting. I mean, like we've talked about here, like, you know, they added functionality to your report skins, and you know, they talked about it a lot clearly, talked about it very clearly on how they were going to run it, how they were going to do it, and like no one batted an eye. We kind of knew that Minecraft being trustworthy. They meant it. They meant it. At least I hope everybody got it. There we go. But yeah, a lot of, you know, either mishandling or misuse of things, or just like the wrong information being spread at the wrong time, can really change how people see things. And it has, and you know, we've all basically lived through that by watching it happen with Minecraft. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad I got enough to actually do this floor with it. I really like it. Yeah, if I do something like this, then we have this intersection. And this intersection we can actually probably drop down and do something with. We might need more dirt prismarine though. I don't actually know if we'll have enough to make all of them be stairs. But we can try. But yeah. I love this game, and I definitely think that it was just a lot of mistakes. Agree? Yeah, no, I do plan on adding another block. Just trying to figure out which block I want to add. We'll need a little bit more dark prismarine. Not a lot, though. This is looking really nice, actually. I really like this. do you think we could do bricks here? I don't know. I think we're gonna have bricks here. I think that actually might I think we might need a more solid color block, if that makes sense. Terracotta could work, that is true. But we also, I feel like it should be brighter? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe terracotta would work. Because I actually, yeah, these tones do have a lot of, you know, paler colors. Mud, you're right! Oh, Neko, you're a genius. That's what we need. Mud. Okay, okay, we got this. I got this. Now time to remember which one's which because I took down all the signs. Dirt should be here, yes. Let's grab some of these. And this is gonna take a bit. Give me that. Over to the mud farm. Okay, we actually still have not worked on the roof. You know what? I'm gonna stop myself right here. We still have not worked on the floor. We've been working on the floor, which is not helpful for my... I'm definitely going to work on the ceiling. This does not help my case. I seem to just not be great at working at the ceiling, apparently. Oh, actually, yeah, I guess I can just keep these items up here. Boop. Alright. We can leave that boat there. Sure. Okay, these items can stay here. How do we do the ceiling? I think we definitely raise the ceiling up one. And then put a layer of glass in. Now with what block? Well, a lot of the inside does seem to be spruce, so we could have the spruce be the roof. Because I mean the pillars are already... Or we could do a mix. Give me those. We should also pick up our glass at some point. We could do something like that. Just have the corners be their thing. Stained would look better. But what color? That's the question. White or light gray. That is true. We could also do like green. Do we think green could look nice? We are using so much wood in this build. I don't want to think about how much wood it's taken to build this. It's taken a lot, I'll tell you that. I mean, this is the price we pay to use logs in our builds. Planks, easy. Oh, the Japanese theme. It's a really good theme. Here we go. Something like that could work. It definitely would make sense if we had all of these, you know, pop up anyways. But I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. Like, I feel like just covering them over is nice, because then the corners themselves are individual. For like a year, yeah, I can see why you switched. It's nice to be able to break out of that sometimes. If I did it like that, I do kind of like that. And it wouldn't be hard to go ahead and just like get a little... Yeah, it's nice to change up the themes, especially if you work for like the same theme for a long time. A lot of what I do ends up not sticking to one theme, just because, you know, a lot of the worlds that I play on, the builds kind of match what's going on in the update, so it's always changing. And again, a lot of it is based on, you know, what I'm doing. Fences 2, true. I also just, a lot of what I build is like spur of the moment. I build it as I go, and so it makes it harder. Yeah, it makes it harder to do the same thing twice when, you know, what I'm doing is always changing. I kind of like that, but I also kind of like, you know, having it blocked off. I don't know. I don't know. Do not know yet. Let's go pick up our glass. Wait, down a little. There it is. You will see later. What will I see later? What magic will I experience at a later date? Quite a bit of glass. How am I doing with cactus green? Where's my dye chest? Dye chest should be... There they are. I have 14. You mentioned something. Oh, what did I mention? I may have already lost it, Neko. I apologize. I have entirely forgone. I forgone. Yeah, that makes two of us. And that is A-okay. Okay, I think I have an idea for how I want the inner ceiling to look. Wings on. Man, I gotta say, dying in the end, dying to the void has made me much better about checking if my wings are on. That was just kind of mean, like. I don't know what lag is doing anymore. What? Why does it just end here? Or did I go the wrong direction? I went the wrong direction. This was probably me hunting for glowstone. Yep, it's over there. I was like, what? How is the world loaded in, but there's no pathway? I went the wrong direction. I have since recovered my sanity. And here we go. Alright. Wait, didn't I bring back a bunch of mud? Why am I going to make my... I totally forgot I brought back all my blocks last time. So, luckily, this thing right here, specifically this machine, and this cool thing, makes cactus green, like, on the regular. So there should just be a bunch of it here. Exactly. My point proven. It actually probably wouldn't be a bad idea to finally take some of these flowers. Yeah, I might as well bring these flowers home. It can do nothing but help me gather flowers. In fact, I can use my... Not what I wanted you to do at all, but okay. I can use my new fancy schmancy system right here. Boom, look at that. Wow. Cactus dye? Yeah. So basically it's all farmed here. It's just a really tall cactus farm. And in fact, we may actually be able to see one drop down if we wait long enough. There it is. So it goes right there. It goes through, goes underneath, then goes up these systems, and goes into these furnaces. Now, when the cactus comes in, it is split between the two furnaces to make sure none of them build up. And then, we should see them light up. Like that. The system that actually splits it was really annoying to make, especially because I was trying to keep it small. Oh yeah, the cactus actually, I believe, yeah, the cactus should actually come up here, unless that's the yeah, no, the cactus, we should see it come up here if one ever comes out. So cactus comes up there, goes into these, it then follows down like a main water line that goes underneath every single farm, and makes its way up here and into this system, which it should be popping in just a moment. It's very cool. It's very cool. I like it a lot. Any moment now? There it is. There they are. You got to watch the whole process. Yeah, no, actually, I don't know if you've ever seen this door, Neko, when I've been over here, but there's a little door in the background. The background's supposed to look like a night sky, like in a bunch of, you know, islands over the water, but then there's this door. Now, this door is specifically made to not be seen, but it actually heads down into the water line that all of the items come through. And if I go down it, well, I'll probably pick up some items. But this sits right underneath all of the farms, and you can see this one, I believe, goes over to the iron farm. This one is the cactus farm right there. this one, or is this the cactus farm? Maybe this is the cactus farm. Yeah, I guess maybe that's the cactus farm. One of these... Oh, no, wait. This is the cactus farm. Oh, yes. Sorry. The pressure plates keep the water from touching each other, and then the ice makes the items run over the water. It basically does this. It basically just keeps them going. This is the... Is that the pumpkin farm? This might be the pumpkin farm right here. And if that's the cactus and that's the pumpkin, then this... I don't know what I... Oh yeah, here's the melon farm right there. Don't you dare end. I'm not ending, don't you worry. This is the sugarcane farm. Yeah, so sugarcane and melon are right here. How you doing, Jeff, by the way? And then this is the cactus, or the, whatever, that's the smeltery. And then that's the pumpkins. Then that over here is the iron farm. And if we go all the way down here, this is actually the flower farm, which actually goes up a little bit because it's the system inside is a little interesting. But yeah, it's like there's a main water bus line that runs under the whole thing, and it's just far underneath that you can't hear the water, I think. But yeah, that's how all the items get collected into one system. They go up, and you can see yourself, that's where all the things come in. They come in right here, and then they basically do a big loop. So when any items end up over in this chest, it's because they've just circled around. Maybe the hopper was too full. And this door right here allows me to get in case, like, I don't know, something goes wrong or like something's not collecting. It's my maintenance door, and I specifically like didn't do anything with it because I don't need to. It is hidden behind this door. Pressure plate locks it. It's my little maintenance door in the background. So yeah, little fun fact. That's how I do things. And I believe it runs like right under here. But yeah, this system right here, this is actually a flower farm. It's not a particularly fast one, and it's very prone to breaking. But it does collect the items over here and then sends them over there. So yeah, I don't use it very often because it's not the greatest system in the world, but I did plan for this to be a flower farm, so I made it into a flower farm. This was a geode, so I turned it into a geode. That was the actual geode, so I made it look like the geode was over there. Little fun. Yeah, flower and seeds. I have my 2 tall flower farm right there. Don't have a lot of bone meal, so I don't use it often. But yeah, it's got farms. It is basically anything I could need to just like anything I need to trade. So pumpkins, melons, sugarcane for paper, cactus for the green dye. You know, the 2 tall flowers and the green dye are all for the dye trades if I ever get them, and I have most of them. But it's just it's purely designed around having all the areas basically be farms that I could use to trade for emeralds. It's a big old trading hub, trading hall, and all the farms there are for that. The iron obviously comes in from the top, and it goes down through the chest that you saw at the front. Is it worth it? It is, or it's not super important. Cactus, I mean, I'm a little biased because that's the auto quad farm used to be called the Quillander, Nobody knows what that is though, so I don't call it that too often now. That's more just a thing I call it with my friends, because that was the name I gave it 3 years ago. But it was a farm I designed like 3 years ago, back in 2020. I made that whole big thing that you saw. I actually designed that 3 years ago and brought it over into this world because I loved it so much. And then I added like the smeltery. In the original one, it just collected cactus, and you can't do much with cactus. So I think a small scale one where you like passively, or even like a manual one, like on another world I have with my friends, I have like a small cactus farm that I can just harvest whenever I need cactus, and then I just turn into dye myself. But I usually don't need a lot of it, so a small scale one is nice. You don't really need a big one unless you're like doing something that needs a lot of green dye, or like a lot of things dyed, then yes. Come on, zombie, you can do it. Let me tell you something. All right, give it to me straight. Did a wonderful, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Nico. That means a lot. Yeah, no, I spent a year working on that trading hall, like actually a year. So there's a lot of things in there that have just been there for a while, just because, you know, it took me so long to build it that I added so many things. I mean, the trading hall, I started digging it out on like stream 30, what was it, like 35, 36? Kid you not, that's when it started, back in like the end of 2021. And then I finished it on stream 108, if I remember correctly. So, like 70 streams and over a year went into building the trading hall. It is, I mean, it was my first big project in this world. You know, I had a small base, I had a basic storage system, and so I just wanted a place where I could do, you know, get a bunch of villagers, have them in one place, and have the area look nice, you know, have a theme to it. And that's what I did. It changed over time, but it took me a long time. So adding in the farms was something I planned in. Remind me to like send you screenshots or like send you earlier streams from before I had the giant farm in, like the giant auto quad farm, because man, it was just a giant circle that just sat empty for a long time. I kid you not, it actually just sat empty for a long time, and I only finished it like last October, man, maybe December. I think I finished it around December, but I started in October, which is where I got a lot of my, you know, like when I went out and did all my big that portal that went to the giant like oak tree area that you've seen before. That was originally a spruce area, or what I thought was a spruce area turned out to be an oak area, and that's where I got all the oak for my big farm. And that giant hole you saw where we mined deep slate the other day, that's where I got all the deep slate tile. That's where I got the deep slate for my deep slate tiles also to do it. The sand area, that was to do all the glass. So that project was so big, it actually like started getting me into doing a lot of the mining and like area making for projects. I believe if we head over to the mesa, you could see it there too. That's where I got all the terracotta that I have, or that I used. It was a big project. It was a very big project. It is one I am very proud of, and that like can be tweaked a little bit. There's definitely like pieces I can definitely still work on, but yeah, little fun fact of your day. Also, hello Raven. I sorry, I gotta do a real big talk there. We were talking about the trading hall. How are you doing? Okay, I have an idea. I have a cool idea. I'm not sure how I want to execute it. I know I want in the center of this, like right here. Just got to work. Oh yeah. It was a lot of fun. It was, like I said, it is, apart from this area, like now this thing is now the biggest project I've ever done. I mean, is a tree 70 blocks tall that took me 6 months to do. So, you know, fun fact of that day. But the trading hall was the most complicated thing I've done in this world. Period. I do not say that lightly. It was, you know, if it took me a year to finish. So, it was something. It was definitely something. Don't worry, chat. Let me cook. Trust me. Trust me. Let me cook on this one. I have an idea. It is not going to be dirt. I just only have dirt in my inventory right now. And let's pick a good middle plate. Yeah, it would actually probably be good to do it right there. Is a boring one. Yeah. Yeah. Double hidden stone cutter. Double hidden stone cutter. Well, I want to see that. That sounds fun. I feel like that one can be moved over a little bit. Yeah, I actually don't mind moving that one over. Let's, oh no, wait, there's really not a great place to move it over to. Yeah, that one's the 4. Dang. Painful, but fun. Sounds fun. Sounds like it was a fun project. That was not intentional. In case anybody was curious. There we go. Yeah, let's put it more over here. Yeah, I did actually turn off, a fun fact, I did turn off the follow age command, or I made it so that only I can use it, because it's broken. So, you know, nobody needs to be using it right now. It's broken. So think about it. We do something like this, fill in these areas with glass, have this be here, ow, as like little dividers, right? And then from the center here, we have the mushroom, like this little mushroom growth come down and connect into the center here. Are you seeing it? Or is it connecting? I have a cool idea. This is, I'm thinking. I'm putting all of my brains into this. But we basically make a center platform for the mushrooms to like grow off of. And it needs one more space. We could either put it here or here. I mean, I feel like this area is bigger. Ooh, hello. Oh, should I say Ray? Would you prefer Ray or like Vipray? How do you say it? Now I'm curious. That's a very interesting name. How are you doing today? We are building I'm trying to. I'm building a ceiling for my storage building. I'm trying to plan out where I'm going to put this big like fungal mushroom growth in the center. Kind of pay homage to a mushroom that used to be here. Maybe if I, yeah, because if I do it like that, then we have the square here. And we can put it there, or we can put it there. And I feel like it would work better here. Yes. Would it? I mean, I feel like for the area, it would work better here. Yeah, let's switch it over there. So it goes over there. It definitely feels a little off balance, but I like it. Or, you know, alternatively, we could do a mix of the two. Okay, wait. I have an idea. What if we do, like, a mix of the two? Like something like that. Or even better. I'm really just experimenting with it now. If we did that, I mean, I feel like this works in that corner. I feel like that works there. But this one might work better with the smaller one. Like that one. Yeah. In fact, why don't we do it for all 4 of the corners? I feel like it would make a lot more sense if we did it for all 4. And we're going over 2 hours again. I'm just having too much fun building. Building is just too much fun. Not what I would have expected to say, but I just enjoy this. Chat Cat! Oh, I watched one of Jackie's streams the other day. I think it might have been the one that we raided into. And it was just so much fun. She was doing one of her art streams, which is apparently something that she's only started recently. It was so much fun. Like, and her art too? Oh my gosh. Very talented lady. It was so cool to just sit there and watch. Jackie is so much fun. I'm sad I haven't watched sooner. Jackie's somebody I've had on my list of like follows for a while, and I've known about Jackie for like quite a while. I'm pretty sure that I knew who she was through like YouTube Shorts and ChatCat long before Mashup came around. Maybe not too long before, but like maybe, you know, beginning of, you know, somewhere around 2022 probably. But I never really went any farther than that for a long time until, who is that? Jackie, oh my gosh, what's the rest of her name? Jackie is a very cool creator that does a lot of, gosh, I know she does quite a few games, like she has quick game nights, but I know she also does, she mentioned doing like bingo nights and stuff. I may be wrong on that, but it's somebody I've definitely wanted to do, I've definitely wanted to watch more of, but I've only ever watched like a few times. One of those people that you just have in your list, or like have in your list of follows, and you're just like, oh yeah, that person, and you just don't really go too much farther than that. That was me with Jackie for a while, but I really liked being in her stream. after we raided into her. So I might start watching more. The TikToks are so silly. It's also just like so weird. Like maybe that's just a me thing, but it still blows my mind that people who have that like are as widely known as like Jackie or Mavis or, you know, Aspen are just like in the same server that I am. You know, somebody like Spoodle, who if I met Spoodle through streams, I never would have imagined that I would have ever been on any level to be like, oh yeah, I share a Discord server with him in the mashup. It's so weird. But it's cool. It's cool just like accidentally finding them on the member list and just going, oh yeah, that's right. They're here too. How did we get here? How did this happen? I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Oh, I'm liking this. Oh man, I like this. Chat, are we picking up what I'm putting down? Are we picking up what I'm putting down? Do you see this? I have an idea. I have so many ideas. That looks cool. Oh man, that looks amazing. I did not think it would look as great as it does, but it looks awesome. Alright, nature blocks. Where's all my mud? There's all my mud. We know so it's true, like, I mean, and it makes sense, right? Mashups, the whole point of mashup is to bring together a whole bunch of people that we either know or like have interacted with, like somebody, like everybody in mashup knows somebody else in mashup, and it's just like bringing everybody together is so wild, because then it's like, wow. It just blows my mind how far everything spreads, because it doesn't feel like it feels like being like a, I don't know, it feels like I'm somewhere it feels like I've broken in. It feels like I'm being super sneaky and I've snuck in somewhere and I'm like, whoa, look at all these people. I've broken into the exclusive club. Neko, you definitely deserve to be there. Just as much as all of us do. I mean, to be fair, I've been there for a long time. I believe Aspen invited me when Mashup was started. And I think I came in around like maybe January, February? I was the first. In the VF here of the club, yeah, we've been there. Yeah, it's definitely a surreal feeling, being like, hey, so many of these people I've like, they're streamers and I've watched them stream, and they are here with me, and that is just weird. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think we have something going here. I think we're onto something. I think we're onto something here. Well, because you do. I mean, think about it. Somebody invited you, which means you're worth inviting. Which is true. You are. like I said, pretty much as like from yeah, duh. If you're there, then you deserve to be there. That's as simple as it gets. The moment you stepped in, instant. That's it. That's all you needed. Wow. Okay, this looks so awesome. I can't wait to get all of that in. That will probably be dark oak that we'll bring over, and then we'll put our big mushroom in the center and put some of the other chests that we don't have spaces for. We can put it around that, maybe as barrels and things, I don't know. This looks awesome. Holy cow. Great idea, Neko, on having this be mud and that be stained glass. This looks awesome. This is so, like, this is my storage system. This is my storage system now. I'm going to want to spend all of my time here. I love this. This is so cool. I eat mud. I'm so proud of you, Raven. Why are you eating the mud? Alright, who gave Raven the mud? Who let Raven eat the mud again? We've talked about this. Raven should not be eating the mud. Who gave the mud? Alright, which one of you did it? I'm not mad. I just want to know. It's alright. Who gave Raven mud again? Not me? Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. You heard it, you figured it out. I really like this. Man, this is mine. And we're almost done with it. Once we're done with this, it's Nether Hub time. We're almost there. We're actually almost there. This is so cool. I'm like so happy right now. It's not even done yet. We still have to build the outside and build the roof. But like, look how cool it looks. It looks awesome. It'll look a lot better once we get the like middle piece in and all that, especially with that. But like, I think I'm more than happy stopping here. This is incredible work for today. We'll need to get a little bit more dark prismarine to finish off the stairs, and then more dark oak next time. So that'll be what Monday's stream is. We'll just start finishing up the place. And that will probably take a while, especially with the big mushroom thing in the center. I have plenty of the mushroom blocks, the red ones specifically, so don't have to worry about that. But either that stream or the next stream we'll start working on the outside and getting like the outside looking as nice as the inside does. And then we'll probably start working on making finishing the stairway of the tree, making all the floors look nice now that we have everything in blocks. Oh, and we'll probably want to put item frames around the chests so we know like what is what. That's just a thing I thought I mentioned, so I don't forget that. Holy cow, somebody's streaming. Farron started an hour ago. Aspen started 14 minutes ago. Aspen started. Let's go. Aspen, I believe Aspen's been resting since the subathon. That was wild. I still need to figure out how that ended, because that was crazy. But yeah, you know what? I already know who I'm going to raid today. But let's get over to our stream ending screen and end for today. This was so much fun. I had so much fun today. I got to have like a super cool talk about Minecraft over the last like 7 updates with Neko. Then we had some new chatters come in today. Then we got to talk about some of the streamers that we watch and know and just like interact with. And it's just, I love this. It is so much fun. And if I could do this full time, I would. I enjoy this so much, and I'm glad I get to have all of you here too. So, holy cow, so many people I know are streaming. Wow, there's at least 8 or 9 of them. So let's get that raid started over to the Shonen Prince. We've raided them so many times at this point, but I love them. They are so great. They are awesome, and I hope you join me in them. If not, totally okay. Either way, thank you so much for enjoying the stream. I've enjoyed it. I hope you did. I am Min's the Mailbox, and I will see all of you next time.